Yeah, may not exonerate you. You need to look up other defenses. You're gonna need to get with your attorney and do some work here. Um, let's move on to one more, honey. I want a loaded custody question. I just do. Let's see, custody. I've been raising my granddaughter pretty much since she was 3 months old because her mom wasn't ready to be a mom. And still to this day, there's not a bond. Dad was working and doing what he could at home, but it eventually turned into 6 nights a week. I kept my granddaughter because of dad working and mom coming up with excuses on why she couldn't. She was left with me and her dad when she was 5 months old when her mom went to Hawaii for 5 months. And when her mom returned to be a mom again, she still didn't care for the child. There's been 11 times since my granddaughter was 5 months old that her mother has taken care of her or watched her when her dad was at work. Now her parents are getting divorced and both have moved out of the state. I have my granddaughter. The mother moved to Hawaii in May of 2021, and dad moved to Idaho in May of 2021. The mother saying she wants us to bring her granddaughter to Hawaii in July of 2022 to live with her mom and her mom's new boyfriend. How can I protect my granddaughter and keep her with me? We're the only stability she has and the only home she knows. Baby, you better file for custody of the child. You've had the child for far too long, ma'am. I'm not trying to, tell you what to do and to go against your child, but it sometimes, the Texas Family Code calls for you to come forward and request managing conservatorship and or custody of the child if it's not in the child's best interest that the two parents have and maintain joint custody. So you tell me now what you need to do. Is this one of the times where it would be inappropriate for the parents to have joint custody and for you not to have custody? If that is speaking both, if it's speaking to you, you need to file, and not just against her, on your son as well. And you need to be the managing conservator, and they need to be the primary. I mean, the possessory conservators. And ma'am, if they're gonna be so far, I would argue up to you that you may not want them to have very many rights because they're not doing anything. Looks like they haven't been. You've been calling the shots all this time with medical and everything, and you might need to be the sole managing conservator. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what that means. I want you to look it up, and then you need to also talk to an attorney about this. But ma'am, you need to file for custody. Is what I would do if I were in your shoes. I'm gonna bring you to the court. In my public opinion, my personal. The child has been voluntarily left with you for more than 6 months by the people who are supposed to be protecting and taking care of that child. Both people who have custody. Yeah, at that point, you should have moved, if you ask me. Got a little green juice on me. I'm telling you, at that point you should have moved. But I understand why you wouldn't move, and I get what you're saying. But ma'am, they're not ready to be parents. You said they're not ready to be parents. They're moving to Honolulu, Kalani, and Idaho and Otaha and everywhere except for with this child, and the child is with you, and the child does need stability. So you tell me, ma'am, what you need to do. What do you think you need to do? I think you need to lawyer up. You need to move forward, ma'am. And I would like for you to go on Texas Self Help, um, uh, and Texas Law Help, Texas Self Help, and Texas Law Help. And there are plenty of agencies listed there that can assist you if you are low income, because you do have a child. You're an older person. This is your grandchild, and so there, legal aid may be able to assist you, but you cannot wait for legal aid, ma'am. You need to move forward in this case. So I'm saying if you don't get legal aid, don't not do anything. And I certainly wouldn't be sending a child anywhere. And I have my paperwork filed well before the date she thinks she's getting a child. So thank you. And I thank the mother for giving me 3 months in advance to move forward on her arse. And I'd be moving immediately. And that would be the end of that. And we wouldn't be discussing it anymore if it was me. Okay? So, and that's it. You out there in Gilmer, Texas, ma'am, get it handled. Get it handled and do what you know you need to do. You haven't wanted to move forward, in my personal opinion. I don't even need to be professional opinion. In my personal opinion, because you don't want to move against your son. But let me tell you something. His ass left the child too. Wasn't doing nothing. Don't try to clean it up when you're speaking about him, because, ma'am, he wasn't doing shit. He's talking about he's working 6 days. Baby, if you have a child that's living in your house, you can't work 6 days out the house. or you better have a babysitter. Where is he at the rest of the time, ma'am? It seems as if he put the child on you as well, and he was living in your house rent free. Okay, because you have enabled him, and that's why you have the grandchild. It's because you're the enabler. I'm just being honest, okay? This is just me speaking to you, not being rude. I'm being straight up. Because at this point, you enabling your child has led to you having a grandchild, and now your child doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do for the grandchild because you've enabled your child to do what they want to do and put everything on you, and now the child is on you, and now you have to protect this grandchild from your son you've enabled, okay? And that's just the truth. And I have this conversation with a lot of my clients that are grandparents. I let them know, now that's it. I understand that that's your son. I understand that that's your daughter. I get it. I understand. But right now, it's best interest of the child, and your child is not a child anymore. That's a grown adult. You now have the grandchild. You got to look out for the grandchild's best interest, ma'am. That's what you need to be doing. What is in the child's best interest, ma'am? The real child, not your child. The child that is still a minor, which is your grandchild, which is going to end up being your child. And sometimes you have to protect your children from the other children. You already know, man, we ain't going to go there. You're a parent. You know you're a parent. You know. And you're a good one because you're taking care of children that don't even belong to you. And they trust you enough to take care of their child because they know you do a better job than they would, ma'am. Wow. What do y'all think she needs to do? Because, I understand, and I have dealt with it before. Friends or family and family members, I know, and y'all never want to go get the custody because you don't want to do it to your child. But then sometimes you have to do stuff because you have to. And a lot of people that I have known, even family members, they wait till the last minute. They don't just take the custody. They wait till the doggone CPS cases in their face, and they got to take the custody from the parent. They wait until the child's been abandoned, like in your case, and they got to take it from the parent, and they try as long as they can not to do anything, not to take the child. Live with the Medicaid and medical issues and trying to get the child on insurance and all this crap they put up with when they can easily go and take the child because they don't want to move forward. They don't want to upset their child. They don't want to disrespect the other parent. They don't want the parents to come and take the child from them. So they put up with their crap. Baby, you taking care of someone else's child. That's your child. And at the end of the day, you need to have the courts understand that. And they'll do what's right. And I'm pretty sure the courts would more than likely want that child to stay with you. Not go in this place, that place, the other place. And people leaving a child as if it's not a child. That's a grown child. That is a growing child. Who has thought processes, a heart, a psyche, and that child's mental health has to be everybody's, what in the hell is, ma'am, you know what you need to do. We're going to close this show out. Y'all tell her what she needs to do. You know what you need to do. But you just needed me to tell you to go ahead against that son. I know what you needed. I know. Because it's hard for you to go against your own child. I get it. Okay? I know. But ma'am, you have to know. Do you understand me? Bar none, baby. That is what we say down here today. Bar none. Bar none, baby. Bar none. Go get yours. Okay? And yours is that grandbaby. And knock out all who are impediments in the path for you doing so. Because you have everything on your side. They have left that child with you, and that is ridiculous that they have failed, but you don't raise people's children for them, and then when they feel like they're going to be ready again, they come back and get the child. Because I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful to you, but a person that would throw a child away for a certain amount of time while the child, it's like girls that had the babies and then they never come get the child. Child is 5 years old. The child can live with the daddy's parents and the daddy's family until the child can be school age, because she don't want to take care of the child, and then once the child's school age, they want the kids back. Bump that crap. I'd have been filed against all of them. Okay? And that's what you probably need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and close this show up. It was a bit lengthy. But, I just want to make sure, we got a family question off in there. Y'all have a fantastic day, okay? I will be back, hopefully, it'll be very soon. I got to get my content up, listening to people. So, y'all have a fantastic day, okay? Until next time, court stands in recess, okay? Until next time, y'all have a fantastic day again for the 50th time. Bye.